Hello, hello. Now I would like to invite Ms. Apexit Algais, please.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So today we're talking about sheroes. What is a shero? Yes, we are sheroes. Sheroes are women who are regarded as heroes. If we look into history or mythology, we see that women have performed glorious acts that require courage of conviction and fortitude. The freedom movement saw women such as Sarojini Naidu and so many others who campaigned for freedom. So I, today I realized that after hearing my wonderful speakers, I realized that whatever I had planned to say is absolutely like there is nothing to compare what the potential we have and how much we can do with ourselves. We see Rosa Parks, who rose up against the horrible injustice faced by people of color and sparked nationwide agitation. It's, I have no words. I was overwhelmed by what Ms. Katie said, and it really, really opened my heart as I've been listening to. It really, I almost had tears in my eyes. And today I am so enlightened and so, I'm just a student. I feel like I've learned so much in just these 5 minutes that you spoke. So, women have been performing excellently, exceptionally in all fields. We see the CEOs of ICICI, of Pepsi, we see the head of IMF, we see the COO of Facebook. They're all women who are leading in what is called a man's world. And they were all just young girls who dreamt without bounds and who aspired to be someone. Women are also performing exceptionally well in sports. Althea Gibson was the first African American woman to have an international career in the sport. Martina Navratilova and Billie Jean King are names that are now synonymous with tennis. The Williams sisters, who are now icons of the sport, began their journey with broken rackets and tattered shoes. If we look closer to home, we see Mary Kom, who was the daughter of a rice farmer, but who made the nation proud by bringing home an Olympic medal. There are women in history who, like, there was this one woman who I read about recently, and it was her sacrifice. She sacrificed her life for the abolition of a horrific tax, which was called the breast tax. So this was in Kerala, where women of the lower castes were not allowed to cover their upper bodies in public, and whoever did had to pay a tax. So she sacrificed her life so that this tax was abolished. There was another case in history where there were 363 lives that were sacrificed, and they were led by women. They hugged Khejri, this was in Jodhpur district of Rajasthan, where they hugged the Khejri trees so that the Maharaja's men would not fell them. The Khejri trees were the lifeline of the desert, and by doing so, they saved the entire village. Sheroes saved the entire village. What is important to know that not just those women who earn a certain amount of money or have a certain amount of fame are sheroes. The woman who lost her father on her graduation day but held her mother as she cried, she is a shero. The woman who lost her husband in the war but didn't shed a single tear in his tribute, even though she was terrified of the future, she is a shero. The women who stay away from their families for months altogether because they're saving our nation at the borders, they're sheroes. The woman who sells her shawls in the street, even in temperatures like rising at 45 degrees Celsius, just so her child does not go to sleep on an empty stomach, she is a shero. All those hundreds of women who have suffered atrocious crimes, who've been betrayed by those they trusted, but they still have the courage to come out and face the same men who overpowered them and hurt them. They are sheroes. Women have, as you mentioned, women, they take care of their house, they take care of their children, they go to the workplace, they take care of their co-workers, they run the office, they come back to more work and more things to take care of. I actually tried to try to keep my house the way it was for just one day without my mom's help. I failed. I really did. So, all women are sheroes. And it's time we knew that. It's time we ignite that spark, that panache that we all have, and use it to make the world a better place. Thank you.
Thank you all the speakers for wonderful sessions. And now I would like to invite the audience, if they have any questions regarding this session, then they can ask one by one. Anyone?
Hello, I'd like to ask each one of you, what is the one piece of advice that you would give to anybody in this room to become her own Shiro?